All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Monogatari, Often Monster, episode 13.
Shinobu and Deathtopia are reunited.
Yep.
And they're laughing.
It's just a good time to be a vampire, you know?
Yeah. And not some ka laugh. No. Full belly laugh that definitely doesn't have, a potentially sinister undertone just with the eerie nature of everything that's going on.
Just two happy girls, just excited to see an old friend after centuries.
Exactly. It feels like it's been forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Happy for them, though.
Yeah, I'm happy for them, too. Aragi, what do you make of this?
Yeah.
So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. It looks like they're talking, not really laughing, but...
Creepy.
That looks like laughter.
There we go. They've got a lot to catch up on.
手短に行くよ。一つは目下行方不明の女子バスケットボール部員のキソワちゃんの所持品が発見された。
所持品だけですか？
Okay.
の体育館。その女子更衣室のロッカーの中だ。
ロッカーから制服。
Yeah.
Right.
制服やユニフォームならね。
But this was both. Gotcha.
関ちゃんは裸で下校して行方不明になったのかい？ミイラ化していなくても大騒動だろ。
We had a whole arc about that.
が拙い隠蔽工作を。
拙くないよ。悪質だよ。携帯電話の電源は当然オフになっていたし。
Shows intent and motivation. Yeah.
私たちがミイラの所持品から個人を特定しているという捜査情報が相手にバレたということだから。
Oh, that's a problem.
情報が吸血犯側に漏れている可能性が高い。
Well, there's a few key characters that could be connected to that.
There's a traitor among us.
これまで発見された4体のミイラの DNA を簡易ながら分析した。結論から言うと、4人とも同一の吸血犯に血を吸われた。
Gotcha. Cool.
All right, good to have that cleared up.
そう言ってよければ眷属だった。
Okay.
That would mean in a lot of ways that Deathtopia is clear, really.
私が採取したスーサイドマスターの遺伝子とほぼほぼ一致。
Almost identical.
スーサイドマスターは600年間ダイエットを続けてきたようなものだ。原因馬食だ。
でも
まあそうせか。
Yeah.
1000年生きた太古の吸血鬼が女子更衣室にこそこそ忍び込んで。
Yeah, the very human aspect of all of this.
That feels just weird.
しかない状況に変わりはなさそうだ。
お前様。スーサイドマスターがお前様。
Yes, that sounds
Okay.
great.
Let's hear what she has to say.
俺様は貴様に礼を言いたくて呼んだんだからよ。まあそれだけってわけでもねえが、まずは礼だ。
Okay.
礼。
Maybe she does know everything you've done for Shinobu?
どうやらまた死んでしまったらしい俺様を蘇らせてくれたこと。
Good work.
Yeah.
様の眷属だったキッショット・アセロラ・オリオン・ハート・アンダーブレードを蘇らせてくれたこと。
Damn.
Awesome.
アセロラ姫キッショットにはすぐにのれん分けして独立させたからな。保護者面をしてシャシャリで
Wind independent, yeah.
一応無事を確認しておきたくてよ。でキッショットの無事も確認できたし、俺様としてはさっさとアジトに帰りてんだ。
The third thing, though?
王子様のお手並みを拝見させてほしいって気持ちもある。どうだ、ここは一つ俺様を助けちゃくれ。
Before that,
Well, here's the thing.
yeah.
の類縁ですからやぶさかじゃありませんが、その前に
Yep.
はっきりさせなくちゃいけないことが。
Did you make any vampires upon coming here?
食中毒？
ああ、変なもん食った。日本語では女子高生って言うんだっけ、あの食材。
Oh.
1間前のことか。俺様はこの町にやってきたわけだ。
Oh no. Oh no.
着陸に失敗し粉々になって、どうやらまた死んでしまったらしい。町を守る結界、その結界のせいで
Yeah. Yeah. That's nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Definitely not.
そっと迷わす進路妨害の結果。
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
俺様は完全体を見かけだけでも維持できないところまで 追い詰め
And so you had to feed.
どころか心配をかけることしかできねえだろう。俺様にも1000年生きた誇りってもんがあった。
Yeah, but the thing is
100年ぶりに再会するダチに失望されたくなかった。
They're very similar in that regard.
ただこう思われたかった。これでこそ我が友と。
dang.
Yeah.
だから現地の食材に手を出
That's a funny way to say it.
Well, she admitted, but I feel like there's more to it.
Yeah,
Because again, they were mummified.
well, and if it's food poisoning, then I feel like that's the
道を一人歩く女子高生に俺様は目星を
she bit one person, you know. Yeah.
で選別するような真似をしたらその食材が美し姫に並んじまうことにな
But
る。
what if she bit into a vampire?
今から思えば食材に対する敬意がねえよな。
I think it's just the
食べることは愛することだった。あの時俺様はいただきますを言うべきだった。それが俺様の業だったはずだ。
because this was someone you didn't care about. It was a stranger.
女子高生の毒にあたって俺様は
どういうことだ？
But then that person became a vampire.
最初の時点でミイラ化していては連続性が断たれる。
Yeah.
ここにもう一パターン付け加えるとすれば、
吸血鬼化に成功した女子高生、
Yep.
吸血種は一人じゃなかった。吸血鬼が途中から入れ替わっていた。
Okay, so that was my original theory. Yeah, yeah.
異色の吸血鬼が日本の未成年ばかりを連続で狙うなんてエチケットのなさ。
And also lack of knowledge of the people specifically within the club.
動機はいくらでも考えつく。たった一人だけ
Discord.
自分を襲った吸血鬼がかつての仲間だと気づけずにフェイクに引っかかって B7779 というメッセージを残してしまったのかもしれない。あるいはメッセージ自体奇跡ちゃんが捜査陣に仕掛けたフェイクだ。
I'd lean that variety.
Yeah.
She just got less creative over time.
考えれば腑に落ちる。証拠隠滅、アリバイ工作。
It's a very human approach.
しかも、なるほどスーサイドマスターは連続吸血犯ではなかったようだが、しかし少なくとも事の発端であることは自白通りだ。
Sure.
Uh-huh.
鶴が日笠聖羽大戦の終結を奇跡ちゃんが知っているとは限らないし、知っていてもあくまで狙いは現役部員に限っているかもしれないわけで、
Possibly.
Right.
私が貼ったあの結界は檻に近い。神と鬼で楽しくトークしておいてもらおう。
Sounds great.
民族を作ることもやっぱり悪じゃないわけですよね。しかも今回のケースでは
吸血することにも眷属化することにも失敗している。
And in creating kin?
眷属化だよ。忠実なる奴隷が主のミイラを山に埋めたりする。
Ah, okay.
私は駿河には近づけないからこのままコヨミンの愛車を拝借して。
ハードでクールな
Oh
任務になり
no. Very cool mission. What? How'd you even get in the front door?
Kanbaro has everyone waiting for you.
本当だ、荒木先輩だ。荒木先輩ってあの荒木先輩。そうだよ、あの荒木先輩だよ。他にどの荒木
So much for infiltrating.
Yep.
先輩の友達の戦場ヶ原先輩の彼氏さんの高校を卒業した唯一の不良生徒荒木先輩、荒木先輩、荒木先輩、荒木先輩。
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
温度を取るな。
Actually got out the pom-poms.
Yeah, yeah.
なんだ荒木先輩、荒木先輩ともあろうお方がジョージの邪魔にならないパジャ ところで荒木先輩、
Yes.
どうしても緊急に話さなくちゃいけないことがあるとおっしゃるので、本女子会への乱入を例外的に。
Gotcha. Yes, we
Right.
gave you permission. Yes, yes.
荒木先輩と言いましても、ドレス
Oh
Straight.
my god. Pajamas.
パジャマです。
Yes.
パジャマパーティーなのですか。
Setsukahara.
荒木先輩、日笠に父兄はいないぞ。
Huh?
というわけで、
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
Haha.
バスケットボール部 OG 会はご覧の通り。
あるから何かな。
Incredible. Kanbaro's like, huh? You have to come to our pajama party, you say? I think we can make that work. Yeah.
You think what I'm thinking? Yeah. All right, that sounds great. Yeah.
Hide anything that doesn't have a shit ton of lace. Aragi, this may be the most dangerous enemy you have ever had to face before.
Yes,
And
indeed.
you've gone to both afterlives.
Yes.
You've faced vampires, gods, just about everything that you can possibly think of in the category of supernatural phenomena. But you are no match for a group of recently high school girls at a pajama party. Mm-hmm. And you agreed to participate.
And to
And one
dress
of them is,
in their pajamas.
and one of them is Kanbaru.
I
And they had prep time.
I genuinely fear for your next encounter with Senjukahara.
Yeah.
I just
I think the fact that Kanbaru was in charge of it will give Senjukahara a very good
that's
laugh.
true. That's true.
You know? And she'll be like, wait, so pictures, right? There's pictures. I need these pictures, you know?
She'd be like, oh,
And
dead Aragi. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah,
the,
right,
the
right.
deadest of Aragis. Now, before you die, would you like to lessen your sentence by presenting these pictures? You know,
I fully believe that, headcanon, of course, because this probably won't come up in the show, but that the way that Senjukahara basically lets him know that she knows about what happened is before he can even tell her. He's going to go back to his place, and on, like, the pillow of his bed is going to be a bunch of pictures.
just a bunch of photos.
Just a bunch of photos, right? That Kambaru sent to her, and she printed out, and it's just, there you go. And she's gonna make like one of those like
Collages.
multi-picture like photo frames. Yeah,
Yep,
exactly. Right.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Either way, very funny end for the episode that basically spent the majority of it explaining to us like how this happened.
Right.
Which is, I guess, okay, that's fine. I feel like Monogatari does a decent job of making its exposition more entertaining.
Yes.
But I found what was more entertaining than actually the learning of the mystery stuff, actually just the way in which Deathtopia tried to, like, save face while talking about how she did all this to save face.
Right.
And that felt very fun and also kind of sad in a lot of ways because it's the, this is how lonely she's been and how much she's missed her dear friend. And the idea of getting to see her again when worrying that she might actually just be dead. And it's just, this is not gone well. So she comes over here and is like, wait, but I'm and she has no idea that actually, no, Shinobu looks exactly like you.
Right.
You're both in the same situation, kind of. Kind of.
It's kind of, and I imagine that probably contributed a decent bit to the laughter when they saw each other.
They get to see each other, and it's just like,
you look like shit.
Yeah, you too. Yeah. And we look like each other. And I thought I was gonna be so like nervous about
this. I was gonna try and dress up and Yeah,
and I think that's really sweet. There's something about when you see an old friend and it's been a long time and you're really nervous about seeing them after such a long time, that then when you actually do see them again, it's just, bro. And it's just like, and then just an old joke or whatever, and it's like nothing has happened. You guys have always been close, and
And one of the things that I love about this is that conversation between them happened after Shinobu and Deathtopia were able to catch up by themselves, which I feel like informs so much about the things that are said and the way that they're being said to give us hints to what happened in the conversation, even though we don't need to see the conversation itself. That's a private thing for the two of them, right?
Yeah.
But the pretense is gone. There isn't the need to, to feel like you have to show off. I fully believe that Shinobu actually told Deathtopia everything. Didn't even keep up the whole deal of like, no, I'm his master and, and all that stuff. Like, they probably talked about everything.
I think she actually mentions that the idea that she was going to pretend to be that even gave her some humor.
Right.
Like, she even brought that up.
Yeah?
Yeah. I basically told her everything. But it said, and then she said this, so it's rather tacky to come out pretending to be her guardian. So I love the reunion being something that showcases how similar they are and how then she kind of failed the etiquette check of, entering to this local area and checking out the foodstuffs, but still does kind of cause a lot of the situation that we're in right now by her ego and by her trying to put on airs, ending up leading to the death, basically, of 4 high school girls.
And one of the things that I love about this is that given that that's what happened, we can then infer that she probably maintained her diet through the centuries.
Oh, well, yeah.
And so, sure. And I guess that the show is also like saying that.
Yeah, the show is definitely saying that. No, it's also that it's you didn't even go all the way with it because of having been on this diet for so long, but also because you weren't trying to make a vampire. You weren't trying to make even you weren't even trying to get that much. You were just trying to be like, hey, let me just lightly cool.
It's the person who's been like doing some crazy routine for like weight loss or whatever for some photo op or movie shot, actor deal. And then it's but the day of the thing, you actually want to eat some stuff that'll make you look like, hale and healthy and, not like...
And you catch food poisoning.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your body has been frail from all of the stuff, so you don't feed properly.
Yeah.
It's almost like, when the point of this story is that if you practice some good self-care... and didn't isolate yourself in a situation that left you
I like it.
Maybe a bit imbalanced nutritionally, but also, emotionally, relationally.
Just generally.
That your first time you try to go back to old patterns, your body just goes, fuck, that sucked.
Yep.
So, yeah. You might still be under the judgment of a certain punchy, kicky girl pretty soon.
You very well might be.
But you know what? The heart was there.
We know what the situation is, and so now we can be like, hey, let's go find this vampire and be like, hey, so your elders are here.
Yeah.
And
this is not okay.
I know you're in that like literally it's the vampire teenager, right? You know, so it's like, hey, Aragi's like, I get it. I went through the same thing like a couple of years ago, and then the other two are like, we get it. We forgot that was like that was so long ago.
That was a very.
Anyways,
there's a whole age.
Point is, goddamn.
Yeah, the issue is whether or not they'll be able to revive the high school girls.
Right, and they introduced that as a potential possibility.
Well, by reviving Deathtopia.
Really. Right, and so I was kind of surprised by that because that does take away some of the teeth of the bite of the consequences of all this.
I mean, the consequences is that Deathtopia gets to see.
Oh no, yeah, right. That's
Shinobu.
That's the main thing that the arc's about. Anyways, yeah. Yep.
But I like that I was on the right track before this episode.
Right. Yes.
That's basically what I thought happened. But I was like, oh man, maybe they're trying to point at the idea that no, it wasn't Deathtopia at all. And it's like, oh, nope, she definitely,
Yeah, no, the first one was her.
Absolutely had the reason to it. Logically, it was really hard to not do it. Yep. But it had nothing to do with her craving, blood. It was a desire to just kind of smooth things a little bit over with the reunion of your dearest friend. And that's relatable.
If you've been vegan for 600 years, you're not going to just try meat because, you can't help yourself. Like, there's going to be some kind of conscious decision where you're like, all right.
Yeah. So I like the agency that it gave Deathtopia. I love the characterization that it gives that kind of aligns her and Shinobu together.
Yes.
And yeah, now we've got a rogue high school girl going about doing stuff. Given the connection to the fan club, there is a decent chance that Tsuruga is in danger. So the idea that Araragi is playing security in
kind of
eventual pajamas female pajamas.
Right.
I am here for this.
I'm waiting for it to be like, they're going through the pajama party, and then the camera just pans back someone that's super pale and blonde, and it's like, wait, hang on. No, that's not happening.
Clearly, you are not in the pajama party.
You
You're
weren't
wearing
invited.
no clothes.
You weren't invited. Yes, yeah, it totally was. Yeah.
Yeah. Just let me in, you know. I gotta put on my pajamas. Clearly.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a weird arc because the actual vampire is not really the actual like.
We don't have
attacking
attachment
vampire.
to the actual vampire doing the attacks, or even that the attacks are happening. Other than, I mean, yeah, people are getting attacked, so like it'd be great if that didn't happen. But we don't know the people getting attacked, and the fact that it's cool that the end result of what actually went down is something that was able to be telegraphed by the series, and so we're like, okay, we think we know what this is going on, but it still was like 3 solid episodes of exposition.
It was a
talking about it in order to get there.
It was a long bit to get here,
which feels kind of rough because the thing that like okay, we have the previous double episode of glorious awesomeness. We go into this and it's like, okay, this is kind of what the arc's about. Fantastic. Let's see these characters interact and things like that.
Yeah.
And I totally get the decision to have their conversation be off screen. That's sweet and makes it private and all that stuff. But I wanted to see them.
That was what I was more excited about.
That's what I was more excited about for the arc. And like the stuff that we've gotten with the other side characters, of like Hachikuji, or Kanbaro at the end of this episode and stuff. That's great.
Yeah, I'm way more excited about the Deathtopia stuff and Shinobu stuff than I am about the high school girl.
Right.
Mystery stuff. And if we're going to have it all be revealed basically because Deathtopia just kind of drops in and goes, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah. And I'm sorry I didn't say itadakimasu before I did it. But, I'm trying. I'm doing.
Your Honor, there is nothing that ties my client to the murder. Is he a perfect man? No. Yeah, I mean, I killed him. God damn it.
So yeah, the next episode could maybe redeem this quite a bit. I have felt just the pacing the last few episodes.
I want to see a conversation between Shinobu, Araragi, potentially Deathtopia as well, even though she's staying behind for obvious reasons, with this new vampire about the idea of vampirism and anything that she's going through at school, and especially if she comes to this place and Kanbaro's there too, like
because they're kind of vampire family,
kinda.
Ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it for me. But
pretty much.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.